Hello. How is everybody doing today? I'll tell you what, I sure have enjoyed watching Anne and Carol so far today. In the Pick 3 event, I'm going to get myself shared out here, a couple places. Since I happen to be the hostess today, I'll be sharing myself. So we'll get that done really quick and out of the way. There we go. Okay, awesome. Hey, Amanda, how are you? How are you? It seems like it's been a minute since I've seen you on here. Um, okay, so today is the Pick 3 event. I printed the list out. I wasn't originally going to be in this event, but people had to change around their times and stuff. So rather than ask everybody to squish in, I just took this spot. So I'm happy. I'm happy to do it. I was excited that all the spots were filled without me doing it, but I'm also excited to do it. So, I'm pretty easygoing for the most part. You're good? Good. Hey, Lisa, how are you? How are you doing? I saw that Carol was just finishing up. It seems like she was doing like a peacock feather. And if Carol jumps on here, I have to show something before I really get going. Hey, Carol, how are you? How are you doing? Let me see if I can find it. I just came across this the other day, and I think it's so funny. I come across it every now and again. And Carol was in my group sometime back before she had her own group, and we did an exchange, and she sent me a package, and I still have some of the stuff that she made in that package, and I just saw it. Of course, I won't be able to find it now. But, oh, here it is. This is what's left. Look, it even has, it has her logo on it right there. Hey, Lori. So this is back from when Carol was in the ATC group, and we had an exchange. And this is part of what she sent me. It looks like she did some watercolor or some stamping, some collaging, and I absolutely loved it. And I've been hanging on to it to use. Isn't that fun? So, okay. Oh man, trying to stay warm. We are really good here in Kansas right now. It's 46 degrees, but we're supposed to get between tomorrow and Sunday upwards of between 15 and 20 inches of snow or something. We'll see. We'll see. It'll be the first big one of the year, and a lot of times they get that wrong sometimes. So how's everybody else? I know we've been talking about the weather a lot. I liked Linda's idea of let's just stay in and have a craft marathon all weekend long. That sounds perfect. Sounds perfect for a snowy day. Hey, Phyllis, I'm glad you are on here. I missed you. Missed you yesterday. I am going to switch my cameras. Maybe. Why isn't it letting me do it? There we go. Okay. Okay. So these are the three, the list that we had for the Pick 3. Vintage book page, piece of lace any size, envelope, word strip, metal embellishment, button, strip of washi tape, use a stencil, something that sparkles, or paint splatter. Oh, that's fun. Hey, Ruth. Hi there. That's fun, Phyllis. Okay, so what I'm going to do for my project, let me see. I want to make sure I get the right one. So let me pull this back up. Well, maybe over a little bit. It's always hard to get it to move the direction I want it to, it seems like. There we go. Okay, so this is the box for my subscription group that we opened yesterday. We had a Zoom call and we opened and we crafted. And this is it all opened. But I happen to have one that has not been opened, and I thought I would show you guys that. Hey, Linda, I was just saying I love your idea of a marathon weekend of crafting. So this is the package that everybody got for January. It's all about love. We got Scarlet and Rhett here. We've got a picture of, this happens to be a wedding, and a kind of vintage clip-on earring. And each of these packages, and then this is the paper that came with it. There's a vintage Valentine and a vintage ledger page, and then a bunch of papers I picked out. So in this package, hey Amy, happy Thursday, that's right. In this package, there is a little tin, and inside of that tin, I'm showing you guys this because I'm going to pick up where I left off crafting last night. There was a nice little group of ladies. That's fun. So it's all about love, and there's girlfriends there. Vintage stamp, some labels, a little piece of a heart hanky, some little miniature Valentines, a page from a German book, and a vintage music page. And then everybody got some of these kinds of like metal embellishments. I think, is there a ticket in there? There is. Linda, Linda and Marilyn didn't get tickets in theirs. Oh my gosh, you guys. Linda, actually, you might know, isn't this a like boot button thing? I feel like it is, but I'm not positive. So everybody got buttons, some metal embellishments, some tickets if they were lucky. You know, we're all human, right? And this is so that you can make a little vignette in this Altoid tin. So that's what was in this napkin with our Vivian Lee. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I love how it is with the vintage clip-on earring, but I probably won't leave it like that. And then with this guy, and I have been so into the William Morris prints lately. I've got the fabric, I've got paper, I love it. There is 1, 2, 3. There's some fabric and some trims, laces, trims, fabric. Everything is in a Valentine theme. And then this package has some more kind of romantic type fabrics. This one I dyed, and this one I dyed. This one, the dye came out kind of looking like it was avocado dyed, but it's not. Oh my gosh, Carol, I just had it. What'd I do with it? I stuck it somewhere in case you came on. Oh, I still have, look, Carol. Isn't that awesome? This is still in my stash. She sent me so much stuff. And this fabric here is matchy to this napkin. I'll go ahead and go through this. Yeah, Carol, Carol was in the group when it was ATC cards. So it has changed a lot since then. Okay, so we got this vintage Valentine. Don't hand me a line. That's what it says. Isn't he clever? It says from Kathy. This is a printable. I think that's a poem, a book of poems. A single-sided paper, a double-sided paper. This book had red print all the way through the book. Hi, YouTube. Hey, YouTubers. Motion929, thanks for hopping on. But I thought that was interesting. I haven't seen many books with colored print like that. Everybody got a page from this book. This was called the Cottage book, and it just had some really neat pictures in it. And then this is from 1928 ledger paper. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and switch back to my box that I started on, and I think that we will finish what I started last night. Let me get all this back in here. I'll make it pretty again. I will make it pretty again. I promise. Oh, that's sweet. Carol's making her sick hubby some soup. Okay, so here is the one that I started playing in last night, and this is how far I got with my little vignette. I used the German book page for the background on both sides. Let me move this over. And I noticed after we started today that my little box here has everything I need to do my pick 3. So, hey Tony, hi. That's what I'm going to finish with here. So I did the German book pages, and then I took the William Morris print and cut out some of the flowers and just put them there. There's my ladies from this one. I'm going to use this little charm everybody had. It was a different heart type charm. I'm going to use this for my something sparkly. And what I want to do, this is elastic thread. And I was thinking that I could make it to where it was kind of floating in there like that by stretching the elastic and kind of hanging there. So that's what I'm going to do. We'll see, if it doesn't work out. Ooh, Tony, that sounds good. I just have had my protein shake this morning, and that's it. That's all I've had so far. A sandwich. I love sandwiches. My husband, not so much. So I just kind of cut a little thing like... Where'd it go? It's not in there, is it? You guys can probably see it and are yelling at the TV. It's in your lap. Cut myself another little one to enclose the elastic, and then I can connect it to the top of the thing here. I've never done this before, so we'll see, right? We'll see if it works. I noticed that, I was telling the girls last night, the girls that didn't get a ticket, one of these little tickets, I do, when I put together the boxes, I do kind of an assembly line process. And sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, did I get this in the last several boxes or whatever? And I have to go back through. And I do not, in this one, I do not have that little, it's actually from this hanky. Everybody had a little square from it, except for this one. Hopefully I'm the only one that didn't get it. I'll give myself a little piece right now. So you guys, we go until 8 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock Central tonight. So there's quite the lineup to come. So for my pick 3, I love this little brass button. It's kind of oblong and it's a shank button. It's so cool. I just need to figure out what I want to do with it. Okay. Now I am going to try and glue that. I wanted the short one up here. This one. Okay. Oh. It's moving. I'll have to glue my cord, it looks like. Yeah, because I want that closer. Okay. I want it to be closer on one end, and then I want that to be the top. So I'm gonna dab a bit of glue there. Although I suppose it might be kind of neat if it slides up and down, right? I mean, how fancy can we get? So because of all of the storms that are supposed to come, I ran and I heard in Carol's live, I seen people talking about how grocery stores were empty. I'm one that ran and got like bread, and I just got some bread and some fruit and vegetables. Okay. And then I want to put this one, oh, let's see, that might need to be moved over before it dries. This glue that I'm using, this paper glue, it dries so fast. And then I want this one. Down here on the bottom. Oh, there's my little piece that I dropped earlier. So, yeah, I mean, we, in my family, we all kind of tease my husband and call him a junior meteorologist because he's so on top of things about any kind of weather. You know, we have tornadoes here in Kansas and so on and so forth like that. So I had to tell him, you know, I know we tease you, but I appreciate you taking care of our family, because, you know, he's texting all the kids and making sure that they're aware, making sure that they all know that the bad weather's coming. And he's always been that way. Always, always, always been that way. And I think I would rather him be like that than just be willy-nilly about storms, you know, kind of like me. Oh, that other one? Okay. That's good to know. I had several of them. Because I had so many, I kind of thought maybe they were, you know, it makes me think that, oh no, not that one. I'm talking about this one. But I did have several of that one too, in different sizes, so that does make sense, yes. So we'll see if this paper glue adhered to the, nope, that one didn't yet. Didn't give her long enough. I need to stop being so excited. Oh my gosh, come on. Best laid plans. I'm thinking maybe I did line the inside of this with the ribbon that was around it. So maybe Fabri-Tac. Maybe Fabri-Tac would be a better plan. For my sticky. Oh Lord. Okay. And if I can't get the present to stay the right direction. Hey Cheryl. Hey Callie. Hey Ann. Hey Lydia. You guys all came on at once. So yeah, everybody in the subscription group got one of these tins filled with some goodies. Filled with some goodies. And while that's drying, so this is going to be my sparkly thing. I want to, let's see, I want to make, with my lovely playing cards here. I love these. I think they're so cool. I'm going to do ATCs, and it has been a long time for me on the ATC front. So let's get going. Hey, Kathy. Kathy is up after me, everybody. So be sure you refresh your pages. She will be on right after me. I think I want to use this book page that had the red writing. Isn't that cool? I just think that's cool. I've had pages with like navy blue writing, but I've never had red writing before. Digging it. I'm digging it. So we're just going to get a background down on here. Hey, Jeanette. Thanks for hopping on, friend. I'm playing in our box. Jeanette was making a journal with some of the stuff from hers. You know, as as I'm looking at this, these two cards, one on either side, would have been perfect in the tin. If anybody that's in the group hasn't started their tin yet, that might be fun. So I'm thinking sometimes I want to do one, you know, sideways. It doesn't really matter how the background is put on. I can still do it sideways if I decide I want to. So how many of you guys do ATCs regularly? Curious. Ooh, fun, Jeanette. Definitely post what you do. I didn't pay any attention to the direction of the writing at all because I'm pretty sure that most of this is going to get covered up. So far I have used something shiny and an old book page. I'm not counting what I did yesterday in my pick 3 because I used a button. And that's, I don't know, I've got an envelope on the list. That's part of an envelope. Okay, those are both right side up now. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Kathy. I did not, I don't know what you're referring to. Let me know. Tell me. I babble on so much that by the time I see a comment, sometimes I don't know what it was for. Let's see, I'm thinking I've also got lace on my list of things to choose from. That's kind of pretty. Oh, the list is just something I made up, Cheryl. It came out of my brain. And this is still sitting here. I had it sitting there. What I do? It just had 10 things that pretty much any crafter is going to have, like a vintage book page, button, or metal, something metal, lace, stencil, shiny, splatter. Those are some of the things that were on it. I was just looking at something. I thought, oh, that's what I was thinking. So that little maypole, that business there. Yeah, it stands for Artist Trading Card. And the official definition is 2.5 by 3.5, so the size of a playing card. It doesn't have to be a playing card, though. You can make a master board and cut them into 2.5 by 3.5 squares. But I noticed that people use all different sizes. Isn't that cute? Let's see. I think I kind of like... and I see people do the, oh my gosh, the Memorex cards. Am I saying that right? Sure. You know, just like could you guys talk about crafts all day. I totally could. I totally could. And do. And I like that lace hanging off too. Oh my gosh. Do these come apart? You guys, I could make these cards snap together. Oh! I could make these cards snap together. Here in about 30 minutes, I meant to set a timer on my computer and I forgot. But I am going to be sharing Kathy. So I am going to start it. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Dang it. Okay. Anyway, you guys help me, okay? Help me watch the clock. Make sure I get Kathy in there. Usually by the time it is to share someone, I'm really watching the clock anyway. I've never forgotten yet, but you know how we are. We don't want to forget our friends. So I'm thinking that, and then this would need to be this direction. And I think it will do better on something like this. I don't know if there's a right or wrong to this trim, but oh, that's a lot of glue. Thank heavens for these little clips, right? I use them a lot. Martha, that is genius. I like that. I know I'm a little late to the party just now seeing your comment, but I really like that idea. Somebody may have done that already. I'm not sure. But I like it. These little maypole kids right here. And then we'll put that there. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know that it needs anything else. Sometimes it turns out that way, you know, where you just don't need anything else. We'll wait and see how this one comes together, because I'm thinking if I'm going to do it where they snap together, then maybe I'll do one this direction, but I don't know. And then, yeah, that's fun, right? Okay, so what have I used? I've used the book page, I've used a piece of lace, and I've used metal and something sparkly. I'm good on the pick 3 front. Good on the pick 3 front. So I do think for this one, I will have it I have the other side of the snap on this side. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. I guess I could do the other side of the maypole, kiddos. I do like this paper too. So this red scallop was on the edge of this. Oh, thanks, Tony. Thank you. I think I'm going to use it as a little something, something here. A little something, something here. Shall we try and undo this? I'm gonna shoot somebody's eye out. Okay, I gotta look like this so that I can see. Okay, that's how it's laying upright. If I have it uprighted, oh, here, it stays the way it's supposed to. So that's kind of fun. I might have to try this again on something else. Of course, look how crooked I've got it. Is Linda still on here? That'll drive her crazy. All right, and I left that a little bit long on purpose. Let's see, what do I want to do for a focal point? I might just, that glue that is on there is still wet, so make it like this was the ticket to get into the fair, maybe, to do the maypole thing. It is actually says London Transport Buses, but I can put this piece of rickrack right over the top of that. What time is it? Okay. This, can you see how crooked, how my string is diagonal from there to there instead of straight? So it's, you know, it's cute, but it would be cuter if it were straight, right? And maybe it wouldn't actually drive you crazy, but it's definitely the kind of thing you'd give me crap about, which is why we're friends. So there's that. I don't, my little paper dolls aren't out here unless it just happens to be one that I didn't use and threw in this drawer. So she kind of goes with them. I obviously cut her off of somebody else, but I don't know that that matters really. Oh, sorry. That was bouncy for a second. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. It's like the comments aren't in order. I keep looking and then there'll be one like above one I've already read that I don't feel like I've seen. Certainly couldn't be my oversight. Okay. Let's get this on here. And I kind of want the snap to be as far over as we can. And when when you're creating along and you have these quote unquote brilliant ideas, I usually figure out what I would do different when I'm doing it the first time. Okay. And then, yeah, so this one would need to be over here. Let's, I really love this fabric. I don't think I like it with this, but, and I bet I have a couple yards of this. I'm gonna cut the trim part of that off so that I can maybe make it. There we go. That's what we like to see. Little ravelly business there. Okay. I was cold when I put this sweater on, but I was younger back then. Because now it's kind of warm. The winter is so hard on like people, like if you have extremely dry skin or something, and just my husband can't even tell, but I'm like, oh my gosh, the dryness in the air. I have to have a humidifier going all the time when the heater is on. My nose will bleed and ugh. I definitely want to get to the point where we connect these. So, January of last year, I changed the kit to be something different than it was the 2 years prior. And this January, it was changed again. And I'm thinking it's going to be more like kits instead of, like this, having this type of stuff. Like, instead of being such a journal focused thing. Move you down a little bit, sister. If you do want information about the kit, you can put hashtag paper pack in the comments and you'll get a little message with a link in it that has some information. Oh my gosh. Yes, reformulated. That's a great word. Oh, happy birthday, Kathy. Going the other way, right? I told myself I should have just tacked this on with thread, but myself did not listen. Okay, so I'm thinking, yeah, basically just right there in the corner. Doesn't have to be perfect. But if I put that in a button, I think it'll still snap. I don't know that it'll stay. Let's get some fabric in there. Yeah, Tony, I don't know how people that don't feel it. Like it wakes me up in the night. And my husband will be like, "What?" And I'm like, "Can you not feel how dry?" He's like, "No." Like it's not hot temperature wise, but I feel hot because my skin, my eyeballs, my mouth, my nose, everything is so dry. I don't think I want that much. I was kind of thinking, of course I just covered up the button, but it'll lift it up a little. I was kind of thinking that, it will glue better with there, at least now you can see it, with some fabric in there. Do you guys ever run somewhere while you're crafting and forget to wash your hands like really well and go somewhere and have glue all over your fingers? I've done that. Oh, thanks, Lydia. It does make a big difference. Yeah, I have one in our bedroom and one in the living room. I think that's gonna stick together long enough for me to kind of put that there. And then I'm gonna clip it again for just a few seconds. And then we'll snap them together. I don't want them to come apart while I pull it apart. I need to, and on the list of 10 was also word strips. Well, let me just grab them. I still got 14 minutes. Maybe we will find something fun to put down on here. Yeah, my stuff from Heidi's event yesterday is still just kind of hanging out here. We've got the snarky, which could be fun with these two ladies. Yeah, Cheryl, right? I know. My favorite thing to make for dinner is reservations. Now that kind of goes with the whole Valentine thing, but I've got a good heart but this mouth. I'd like to announce I have no idea what I'm doing. Have you guys, this one that is clippings from Tim Holtz. It's so random, the things that are in here. Like there's one that says, hold on. His eyes were bright. The gate directed her, coated with sugar, gazed at the stars. I mean, it's obviously excerpts, but some of them are strange, I think. Oh, this one says heart to heart, and I kind of like that. I'm just going back and forth between projects, if you're wondering where I'm at. Waiting for something to dry and doing something else. Might be time to open a new one of these. I like it right there so that I'll show up, but I do need something there. That is pretty precarious. And no, they don't rotate, but that's kind of cute, right? It definitely needs to cook a little longer. But I kind of like the snapping together. I've got so many of those little snap pieces that I might have to do that again. Of course I did. I gave some to my grandkids and they were not impressed. And I was like, what? I love like that kind of candy, like Sweet Tart and Smarties. Oh my gosh, I love Smarties because I'm a Smarty Pants. Okay, let's kind of work on maybe something. Well, that's still cooking. Maybe something right here. Oh, I could cut more of this, but look at her. She's kind of cool, isn't she? The only thing I don't like about this book is that you have to decide, Maybe I'll do like I did in that journal yesterday and take this tassel here. So for stuff like this, I have, oh, maybe I threw them away. I have nothing. I used to have those metal combs that you would use when your kids got headlights from school, and you can comb out stuff like this, or like your paintbrushes or that kind of thing. I'm thinking I might do that and cut that. This has been fun, you guys. I'll cut it. Oh, I like that there too. So much fun. Okay. So that little tassel thing there. Yes, Jeanette. And I'll show you guys the book. This is the book that and everybody got a page, and I went through and tried to find because like I said, oh, that would have been a good one, that girl. I tried to find anything that could be like, you know, lovey-dovey. But there are a lot of really cool things that you have to decide. There's a bunch of butterflies. And there are this collage soup. There are lots and lots and lots of books of this. This is a little one. There's big ones, but this is a little one. Hey, Lisa. Okay. I think that is set up, and this might be done. This little thing might be completely done. I might need to put another word strip there. And then our ATCs, yeah, I'm not sure that they are going to be. So the snap, it definitely works. The glue is still so wet that I don't want to leave it, you know, or I don't want to just pull on it. I should have listened to myself, my inner self telling me to go ahead and stitch those on. If they start falling apart, I might have to do that. Let's see. I have this little tiny tag. I like these little bitty tags. I wonder if that might be the ticket. Did you guys hear that? Oh, that was my alarm. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. I bet Kathy is getting herself ready right now. Not quite yet. She got about a minute, another minute. But on that, I think that one of the easiest things would just to, you know, it doesn't have to be a lot. I'm just going to go ow and a heart. So it just love. And I hope that you guys stick around for the rest of the evening. It goes until 9 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central tonight. And we have, I'm going to look at my list. Yeah. Thanks, Tony. Thanks. Yeah, my alarm went off and it's like these bongos. We've got Heidi and Christy and Nicole, Sparkle Junkie, Christy from Funky Junk, Nyla, and Lydia all coming up yet. So definitely keep watching. And here in a minute, I'll see if I can't get that tag to go. Although I'm trying to share Kathy and it keeps telling me something isn't working. There we go. There we go. Got her done. There we go. So, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I will just put it there. I kind of like the tag part of it. So, where it's, I mean, if you're going to have a deep space, you might as well utilize it and make everything 3D, right? All right, you guys, refresh your page. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hang out the rest of the day. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff happening. So, Kathy's on right now, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.